Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP is at 78 cents, guys, right? Just ranging at this time. Next week, FOMC meeting, right? So things will get volatile, guys. This is why Bitcoin has been ranging, right? Because they're waiting for a specific moment in time. But breaking! New bill confirms cryptocurrencies are not securities. The SEC has lost the war. Why? Because treatment of certain digital assets sold pursuant to an investment contract, a digital asset sold or transferred or intended to be sold or transferred pursuant to an investment contract is not and does not become a security as a result of being sold or otherwise transferred pursuant to that investment contract, guys, right? Now, this bill was supposedly proposed today, right, by several members of Congress, and it hasn't passed and probably won't until there's a bipartisan bill written by both parties. Do you guys want to know when regulations will be set in stone? Right after the collapse, I believe so, guys, right? It will have to be right after the collapse because that's when 99.9% of these S coins and meme coins go away, right? And that's their goal, I believe so, guys. But this is not the only war we should be worried about, because now, guys, we're definitely part of XRP in the XRP community. Now this is quite interesting. So much is happening. This isn't financial advice, but pay attention. From Fojak, Mr. Pool tweeted out yesterday a few images, right? As we can see, military preparing, right, rallying the troops. But if you go down here, I mean, you could say the same thing about the XRP community, right? How we have been fighting off the FUD and all sorts of stuff. But he's probably talking about literally, because this was from many months ago. Watch the Middle East as the war begins when you least expect it, right? So I was thinking, the Middle East, what? So supposedly there's about to be multiple wars, not just that, because if you go down here, someone else points it out. China invaded Taiwan, right? Syria, Iran, Israel, and now throw in Taiwan in the mix with the already lame Ukraine/Russia fiasco. That's a huge can of worms, right, for a meltdown. Exactly, guys, right? So there's so much happening. Look how many different things could occur at any time, at any point in time, right? So the Chinese army, right? Look at that right there, which will connect to prosperity for blessings. Chinese good luck symbol as well. Again, China, right? The narrative brewing with Taiwan. So does that tell us something? These latest pictures seem to have a different vibe than the ones shared over the past 48 hours or so, right? Or could they all be connected? Because Mr. Poole did say everything is connected, guys, right? Remember, you need a catalyst for your new financial system. Exactly, war incoming, guys, right? This isn't advice at all, guys, but the chances of war, right, are dramatically high now. They don't care if there is bloodshed, like we said how many times before, guys, right? They don't care at all. They just want their plans to be done, it seems as. And the way to get them done in as quickly as possible is to introduce a certain crisis, such as war or a cyber attack, right? Or blackouts and stuff like that, guys. They need certain excuses. Always remember that. War equal money. That's what Janet Yellen said, guys, right? Also, war equal distraction. Wow, crazy. At the same time, right? Just yesterday, watch, Trump says, quote unquote, corrupt Biden is dragging us into World War III. This is the craziest thing in my life, guys. Again, they're preparing the minds, right? They tell you before it honestly takes place. I don't think WW3 is occurring anytime soon, guys, but I do believe maybe they're going to pull out a war card, right, from the hat, and then that may be a catalyst. Same thing and then they may even include a cyber attacks, all sorts of stuff, guys. But let us just be prepared. But check this out.
A corrupt, compromised president, crooked Joe Biden, who is dragging us into World War III. And that's what's happening on behalf of a nation that paid his family millions and millions of dollars in obvious bribes. All you have to do is take a look at how much China, how much Ukraine have paid the Biden family. It's a total disgrace and a very dangerous one. Under these circumstances.
Interesting. A lot of attacks towards that side of the party. Think about it, huh? It can't be that side. There has to be someone from the right coming into play. Who will it be, guys? In front of our faces? I don't know.
The notion that we would even consider admitting Ukraine into NATO at this time is completely unhinged. Joe Biden can't even walk up a flight of stairs on Air Force One And he can't put two sentences together. The last thing that this incompetent administration should be doing is risking war with a nuclear-armed Russia or China or other countries. We have somebody that doesn't have a clue representing us. And we have a corrupt...
There you guys go, right? So even he's talking about a new war on the horizon, same as Mr. Poole is. And how many times has Mr. Poole tweeted about military comms and all sorts of images, right, that pertains to war? I don't know, guys, right? It's not... It's crazy because even he's saying it, but I don't know. But holy smokes, within minutes of XRP trading live on Coinbase, right? Look at that. XRP trading now live on Coinbase. Biden orders selective United States military reserve units to active duty for deployment to Europe. Right? That's a Mr. Poole stuff, guys. Because, as you guys can see, how many times has he tweeted all these similar images, right? So many damn times. Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. We just seen that, right? Literally the exact same image. Wait a minute. We just cracked the code, guys. What? 9/11. This image was posted at, right? 9/11 the last time, I think. I don't know, but 9/11/22. 9/11 connected yesterday as well. Which is what? 7/20 from the different calendars. 9/20, which a 20 can turn into a 1 and 1, right? Which is literally 9/11, guys. What? Wow, that's insanity, right? So that tells us, that proves us that Mr. Poole obviously posts at certain times and dates, right, for it to match up, which is crazy to think about, guys, right? Is Mr. Poole an AI, guys? Who knows? But memories from Fojack. Yes. What if? What if some geopolitical event triggers collapse of the system late July? Right. So this was a riddler back in the days, guys. Back in the day. But well, I'm not expecting anything. What if they introduce a new financial system afterwards, late August? Well, I'm not expecting anything. Just what if? Plans within plans. 2020. The most important statement that will benefit us from this tweet is, I'm not expecting anything. If you have no expectations, you win. Literally, guys, right? Because nothing can make you sad or happy. But this person did say that, look what they say right here. They introduced the new financial system after they collapse it first. And supposedly mid-August. I'm not sure, guys, but who knows, right? Let's just wait and see. Breaking! Bioweapons labs, right? Over there, specifically, have been secretly using gain of function to develop that right there, right? You guys can literally read that, guys. Which is that they already have those things, the V's purchased by the United States to usher in a global economic collapse. Wow! You can't make this stuff up, guys, right? People are now talking about a global economic collapse. So they're going to mix in this as well. So they're going to mix in war back in 2020, whatever that thing happened, right? Whatever happened back then. Possibly even a cyber attack. Guys, which card will they use is the real question. Which is the most catastrophic card of them all? Or are they just going to pull all the cards, right? Any timeline between now and 2024 United States election to prevent in-person voting? Interesting. Wow. United States will default. Why? Because Jim Cramer said it won't. Extremely confident the United States is not going to default, which means the United States will, right? And it's about to be a catastrophe, guys, right? The worst event of them all. Let us be prepared for the finale. That is when, guys, that is when money moves from certain other markets into other markets, because Gregor Manarino, I think a 32-degree Freemason did say that, what did he say? What did he say, Extravod? He said that money doesn't die and go to money heaven. It moves around, right? So if the collapse occurs and money goes away from the stock market, from the debt market, away from these markets, where does it flow to? You guessed it. Cryptocurrencies, possibly, not financial advice. Other markets, possibly, not financial advice, guys. Who truly knows, right? Maybe that's when the phoenix truly rises from the ashes. Think about it. Warning: the probability of a recession is at its highest level since the early 1980s, right? So, but we could go for a couple more years, right, before we see a recession occur, as you guys can see previously. So again, 24-25 supposedly is a date, guys, right? It has to be this decade, 100%. But my prediction, right, my guessing, my best educational guess is 24-25, guys. I think 25, to be honest, but let's just wait and see, right? Again, 2024 is elevated. When a recession happens, it's going to be a great depression, guys. Not even a depression. I don't know what it's going to be called, because it's interesting. Check this out. Probably nothing, right? Justin, the Walton family sold off $4.39 billion in Walmart's shares during the first half of 2023, the most of any executive in a company this year. What do they know that we don't? You guys now see the truth, right? These people start selling before it occurs. So obviously they're not going to sell a day before the economic collapse occurs, guys, right? Or the recession or depression. If they did, that would be called insider trading, not a coincidence. So what they do is gradually sell off their shares before it honestly blows up, right? Check this out.
To Jim, everybody, and this. Oh, I'm not to Jim, everybody, and this just came across the news. People are cashing in on their stock. They're selling it.
Wow, not only the Walton family, but literally every other CEO, CTO of different companies, of huge companies selling their stocks. Year to date, 800 million stocks sold. What? This is insane. What do they know? Listen.
All the billionaires are selling stock. This should tell everybody something.
Look at that, all these other CEOs and all sorts of stuff, guys. But I believe we rise, though, right? I believe we pump first. But listen to this: these people have a lot of damn money. If they're not going to sell before one day before the economic collapse. If a random Joe did, nobody would care, right? But if one of these people did, the SEC will probably, or some agency of the government will investigate these certain people, right, on why they did it out of nowhere. So this is why they gradually sell off, guys, right? But I believe the stock market, every majority of the markets pump, and then we see the collapse afterwards.
What's going
But these people want to get a head start, basically.
on here? A lot of people will say this happens all the time. But when the Waltons sell off 4 billion stock, something's going on.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yep. Insanity, isn't it? Right? It keeps going on. What is that?
What do you think, everybody?
All these billionaires, guys,
I
right?
don't know what to think about. People lose their livelihoods. I share this because I don't want to see people lose their livelihood on something they could avoid. Anyhow, just wanted to share that with everybody.
There you guys go. It's all in front of our damn faces, guys. We're going to stop it right there because we could talk a lot more things in the near future as well. But let's just be prepared. This video was definitely not financial advice, guys. But I just want you guys to just stay cautious, right? And let us prepare for the new financial system. Not financial advice, not financial advice, and never financial advice, guys. My name is guys, hope you guys amazing. See ya.